welcome back to Adventures and Hobbies. So I went to Walmart and they have these Nano Metalfigs, which are die-cast. Got a little weight to them, but they're a little bit bigger than your normal miniatures. So they're just a little bit of a larger scale. And these were the Street Fighter ones. This one, I did just repaint him because they're a really shiny metal. So this could be, you want to make sure that whatever you get, you want it to be used as a little bit of a larger humanoid creature. So, you know, this could be a troll or a big orc. And all I did was basically just repaint him. And you see there's a shiny green, how the color was, sort of sparkly, metallic green. And so I just redid it, dulled it up a little bit to make it look more what ours would look like. And this was that Russian guy. And basically what I did is I basically repainted his boots and his underwear, and I got a piece of plastic and I sort of cut it and molded it to his chest like a plate, and then I just got chain and hot glued around, and so he could be sort of like a large half human, half giant, half human ogre. And then we got this guy, which what I've done, I've already repainted him with just basically Mod Podge mixed with a little bit of black, just to sort of cover up some of the color. And what we're going to go for is this. Make a chain golem. Right here I got the basically 10.9 millimeter chain. Got this from Michael's, I believe. I think it's like $9 for a huge roll. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'll cut a piece off. And basically we're just going to start matting it on in a way. And he's going to come out a lot thicker because you're going to use a lot of hot glue really to put it on, but you're just making, you know, like a massive amount of chain that has like a human form. And they already have some good bases. They got some weight to them as it is because they're die cast, so it'll stand up pretty easily. So you're just going to get a hot glue and maybe put some around his head. And you just want to wrap it. Just put it on there and wrap it around. Push it to it. Gotta be pretty quick because this metal sucks out the heat of the hot glue. And if you're in like a cooler environment or something, you can take your heat gun and maybe just heat it up a little bit. Heat the whole figure up, but not too hot to where you can't hold it. So just a little bit. Just wrap his arm up. And we'll do his back. What I do is just start laying it back and forth. There we go. And now since you're trying to do this fast, you're going to maybe have a little few gaps, but you can go back and take some pieces and fix that. So we'll have a piece go here, and we'll follow his arm over. So do that, and then come around like that. And let that one piece sort of hang down. And I'm going to lay it right in between his shoulder and his arm, back of his neck. We'll let that hang down also. Another little piece, which we'll put in front of his face. Now it's hard to wrap around the legs. Over here I just went up and down the legs. So if we want to wrap around them, basically you're going to have to put a spot down. Put it on there and let that dry. And then we'll turn it over. Put some more down. And we'll wrap it over. Let that dry. Now you gotta be careful with the when you're always attaching that first little bit, because sometimes if it's not attached good, the weight of the chain will pull it off. So you want to make sure that first little wrap is secure. Put a little bit right here. And then what we'll do is take this and drop and pull through. And then go ahead and take a wrap all the way around again. And you need to push it every time you hot glue, sort of push it down a little bit. That way the hot glue goes in between the chain and gets a good grip on it. Now let's bring the chain up here, around the back, and up to the arm. Push that in. All right, the next leg might be a little harder because you're running out of space. So let's start on his foot here. Let's just get a piece on there. Get close to the ground so your excess chain can be on the table. That way the weight won't pull it around. Just enough to bring that around. And we'll drop this down. Looks like around his calf we might have enough room for a couple loops. See, that's already getting a little hard to pull through. Turn it upside down and just jiggle it through. And you get a kink. More hot glue going around. Pull it over, push it down. So now we're also at a spot where we're not going to be able to go through again. That little bit of hole is way too small. We just bring it back and forth. Put some hot glue there. Bring it up and just weave it back and forth like that. And what I'm going to do is just sort of cover this in some hot glue here. And just sort of grab it by the middle and just sort of push it in there. Okay, now we got a little spot under his elbow. I got some chain sort of hanging down up front. So I'm going to put this to go back here. Come on. And I'll have the chain hanging down in the back. When I pick it up, I'll grab it by the middle. Put a squirt of hot glue in there. Grab it by the middle and just sort of push it down in there. When you do the wads like that, you sort of have to push, make sure all the hot glue sort of comes up and grabs it. I'm going to hang it from his front arm sticking out. So just wrap it and come down. There we go. We take care of a couple of the wisps just real quick. It should wisp them and get any of that off there. As I said, don't leave it on there too long. You'll melt the rest of your hot glue. All right, so now I'm gonna get my Mod Podge. It is mixed with black acrylic. And then I'm just going to dab it around. Our guy's all dry now. So here's what he looks like. So here's what this one was. It's got a little bit longer of one chain dangling. And leave him dark like this. But this one we're gonna do, I'm gonna test out with a little bit of a true burgundy on there. Make it sort of rusty looking. So here's what the package looks like. There's Street Fighter. There's a bunch of them. They're at Walmart and they're 99 cents a piece, so it's $1. And it's not bad for a die cast. And I just sort of gonna lightly put it on. I'm not gonna like paint every one because I want it rusty looking. All right, now I'm just gonna let that dry. This is my wash. It's water and black acrylic, a little bit of alcohol. That's about how thin it is. But I've been doing my dipping to see how things come out that way. And sometimes it comes out better. Might have to do it more than once. But I just dip it in. And I pull it out. And set it down. Now I was wanting to do him because it's just was regularly painted and no real detail in his muscles. So I wanted to see what would happen if we dip him. I think this one's going to, the green guy's going to do better than this guy because I did not repaint his skin, so he's still got that finish on him. So I'm not sure if what he has is going to go into the cracks. I'm going to have to tap him a little bit because some of the water will run. All right, we'll check him out in a minute. This was one I did on my own. It's still just black and silver. A few dangling things there. And this is the other guy I got here. The dipping on him just sort of made him a little bit darker. Gave him a little bit more of a matte finish, I guess. But since I didn't repaint the skin tone with acrylic, it sort of just runs right off. It's really smooth. And here's this one. This one shaded in a couple places and made it a little darker. So that's nice. And then here's the chain golem we made. Put a little rust in it. Let's see if I can. There we go. So we got some chain hanging from him. And that's that. So it makes a really cool golem out of chain golem. Yeah, hit the like button. And if you have any friends, share the video, subscribe, get them to subscribe, keep up with all the videos I do, help you make stuff for your tabletop, make your gaming interesting, give it a little bit more setting if you would. I know it has enhanced my gaming and the games that we carry on. This is the chain golem. Thanks again. Y'all have a great day and Happy New Year. It's 2018 now. Well, the table calls. Keep gaming.